Vicki and Randy, welcome back. I'm sitting on the porch swing as I do this, and just to speak to you a little bit about the front yard. The yard is pretty well reached by the three watering stations. However, in the when it gets really dry in July and August, I pretty much give up watering the yard altogether, and I just let it go dormant. And it just would require too much water, and it does spring right back to life when when it is watered. Of note here is the yellow tuberosa, or the lantana. As you can see, it's very beautiful right now, or at least I believe it is. It's why I put it in the first place. However, I must warn you that it goes through an ugly stage during the year where it just isn't very bright, it's not very colorful, it loses its flowers, and ultimately it even loses its leaves. That's usually along about July. About June, there's a sort of a bug that comes, there's a predator bug that comes in, and I shared with you about where that insecticide is. It's a internal insecticide, so it goes into the plant and it kills the bug. It's about the only thing that's effective to use here on that. The other possibility is to just let the bugs eat the lantana, and they will then probably lose all their leaves, and hopefully they will come back again, but that's the risk you take. These red flowered trees are called, the Australians call them bottlebrush trees. That's where they came from. And of course the yuccas. One thing I should tell you about the yuccas, this is both down here and upstairs. As the yuccas, the oldest leaves die back, they get yellow, sometimes they get brown tips, whatever, and then they sag. So those are the oldest leaves on the plant. And what I do, I put on gloves. First of all, put on gloves because the yucca leaves are sharp. And then just pull them like you would almost a banana peel. Just strip it right off the stalk. And it's good for the plant. And it's good for the plant, and it also is makes it look a lot better. This tree right here in the center of the screen is a guayaba, and I think it's pretty close to my very favorite fruit in all of Ecuador. It has a fruit that the inside is almost kind of pinkish, has a texture somewhat like a peach, only maybe just a little like a ripe peach. And sweet, oh my gosh, it's wonderful. But this tree is prone to some kind of a black, oh, it's almost like rust. And I haven't been able to figure out, I think it's a fungus. It doesn't kill the tree, it just goes through a cycle. And if you figure out a way to stop that from happening, God bless you, because it would be a wonderful fruit tree. I just decided to let nature take its course, and it seems like it goes through this phase every year, all two of them, and then it comes back. But it's I don't know if you could get around that. That would be great. Those are fruit trees across the sidewalk there. I planted them. I think no one would care if you harvested the fruit from them. You kind of a first come, first serve. But there is a orchard in the up by the water reservoir, as I think I showed you before. So anyway, that's the front yard. I think the rest is pretty self-explanatory. Oh, one thing more is here in this planter in front of the house. It does need to be watered when it doesn't rain, of course. When it does rain, you would think that it would get too wet. It does not the way this soil is. The water comes off the roof. There's no gutter. I took the gutter off because it isn't needed. The water runs through the soil so fast, it never gets too wet. So you can take some comfort in that.